Asking you about the
And at
turnout
this
in
rate,
2022. Did you lose the 2022 election for governor?
why are we looking backward? I'm looking forward, Caitlin.
Because
I
you've
already
yet
know
to
what you're
concede that race.
Caitlin, I'm looking forward to what is coming up. I'm looking forward to November 5th and this huge election.
So you're not going to
We
say
have
whether or
record
not you lost the 2022 race. Is that what I'm hearing?
You know what, Caitlin? You've seen thousands of interviews from me. I've answered that a million times. I'm looking
You've
forward.
actually yet to answer the question directly on whether you believe that you did lose the election.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here in Arizona. Let's talk about your latest political reality star, Kari Lake.
I want to make sure our elections are run properly, and I'm still in litigation, so I don't want to speak to that. But I do want to look forward, and it's so funny that the media, Caitlin, hold up. The media can't get over it. You say I can't get over it, and it looks like you can't.
I don't think I said
talk
that. I just said you haven't conceded the race. And I know you mentioned
Caitlin,
your litigation.
hold
You
up.
filed multiple lawsuits.
Hold up.
Have any of those lawsuits been successful?
Hold up, Caitlin. We've had 10 questions probably, and you've had all of them being about elections or abortion. And while those are
pretty
big
big
issues.
Rumor has it she practically set up camp at Mar-a-Lago, clinging to Donald Trump like some kind of a lucky charm, hoping that he'd make her his vice president. Imagine that, Lake at Mar-a-Lago, strategizing on how to outdo Trump's playbook on denial and drama, thinking that this will be her big break. But guess what? No rose ceremony for Kari. Trump moved on and she lost that golden ticket. Serves her right. And it doesn't end there. Kari Lake thought that she had Arizona's governor's mansion in the bag, but she lost that race too, and lost it badly. But has she taken it in stride, moved on like a real leader? Nope. Instead, she's been bellyaching ever since, doing her best impression of a schoolgirl with a skinned-up knee, hoping if she cries loud enough, her fans will just forget that she lost.
Do you think people care if you're willing to accept the results of an election that was free and fair, and that you filed multiple lawsuits that have not gone anywhere? And I should note, a defamation lawsuit that was filed against you, you did not contest it, from a top Arizona election official that says you lied about him repeatedly.
Well, I think what you meant to ask is Kari, things are really tough right now. And I know that people that are watching.
These are the questions I meant to ask with all due respect. I'm conducting this interview, but you're not answering those questions. And if that's your answer, that's fine. I just wanted to follow up on that.
Kari Lake has taken Trump's favorite play from the handbook. If you can't win, deny you lost. She watched Trump turn a political loss into a fundraising frenzy, getting supporters to open their wallets by promising them the moon and selling them conspiracies. She saw Trump rake in millions from people who believed that he'd been cheated. So like any Mar-a-Lago socialite with ambitions, she joined the grift.
You know, I used to say after the first term of President Trump, we just witnessed one of the great presidents in American history. And now I say, this is the greatest president in American history.
Here's her strategy in a nutshell. Tell people that she didn't really lose, that something happened behind the scenes, that there's a shadowy they out there who stole it from her. And she's hoping that by keeping people angry, she'll keep them loyal. This isn't a campaign for Arizona's future. This is Kari Lake's pity party. It's a strategy as old as politics itself, but she's gone full throttle with it, stirring up her base, selling her loss as if it were some grand injustice, when in reality, she lost fair and square. Lake's whole campaign is built on drama. It's not about policies. It's not about solutions. It's not about making Arizona better. It's about Kari Lake, plain and simple. She's taken every page out of Donald Trump and J.D. Vance's playbook and is playing it like a broken record. Cry foul, wave around imaginary conspiracies, blame everyone but herself. She's the exact opposite of what a leader really is. Would a real leader spend more time bemoaning losses than working to solve real problems? And here's the kicker. It works. This kind of political soap opera draws people in because, like J.D. Vance, Kari Lake doesn't just want to be a politician. She wants to be the star of her own show, the center of attention. Her platform isn't Arizona first, it's Kari first. She's addicted to the attention, to the idea of herself as the victim hero fighting against all odds. And it's all a performance to keep her name on the lips of her supporters. In contrast, let's look at who's actually running against Lake. Ruben Gyo. While Lake's busy putting on a show, Gyo is actually doing the work. No drama, no grandstanding, just fighting for the things that Arizonans need.
The other issue, and I know because you're talking to a lot of Republicans,
I do, yes.
There's a lot of your support is coming from Republicans. This constant election denial. Remember, your opponent has not conceded her last race for governor.
When Kari Lake is attacking people for not certifying the election or for rigging the election, she says she's actually talking about Republicans, because it's Republicans actually certified the election here in Arizona. Republican governor, Republican county supervisor, Republican recorder, and now they have death threats against them. They've had to get personal bodyguards. Some of them have PTSD from all the trauma that she has caused, and all because she just wants power. She just wants to do whatever it takes for her to win and doesn't care who it hurts. But at the end, it's Arizonans that get hurt.
He's not out there trying to claim he's some victim of the establishment or crying about rigged elections. He's rolling up his sleeves, fighting for health care, affordable housing, jobs, and issues that actually affect people's lives. Unlike Kari Lake, Gallego knows what it means to work hard and live paycheck to paycheck. He's not a Mar-a-Lago socialite rubbing elbows with Trump and billionaire donors. He's someone who has been in the trenches, someone who understands what it means to need a fair wage, to need a safety net. Lake is busy selling fantasies. Gallego's out there dealing with the realities that his constituents face every single day. So here's the real choice on the ballot. On one hand, you've got Kari Lake, the candidate for chaos, conspiracies, and cult-like loyalty. Her vision for America is one of endless grievance, a world where everyone's out to get her, and only her supporters can see the truth. She's got no time for issues that actually matter, like affordable health care or decent education. For her, it's all about the drama, the endless me against the world storyline. On the other side, you've got Ruben Gyo, a candidate who's actually looking out for everyday people. He's not interested in playing a role in the Trump universe. He's got a track record of real solutions, of rolling up his sleeves and fighting for the people who need it most. Gallego doesn't need conspiracies or drama to fuel his campaign. His vision for Arizona isn't some reality show fantasy. It's a future where all, not just the wealthy or the loudest voices, have a shot at success. Let's face it, Kari Lake's vision for Arizona is something out of a dystopian nightmare. Lake wants an Arizona where she and her Mar-a-Lago backers call the shots, where election outcomes can be questioned at will, where the truth is whatever she says it is, and where the rules bend to serve her interests. Is that the kind of Arizona that we all want? One where truth is optional, where democracy is a joke, where power comes from outrage rather than the will of the people? So here's the plot twist. This election is bigger than politics. It's about who we are and what we stand for. And are we going to be a society that gives in to the loudest voice in the room, the biggest drama queen, the candidate who cares more about her own name than our collective future? Or are we going to choose someone who's putting in the work, who cares about the issues that matter, who's fighting for a country where everyone has a shot at opportunity? Kari Lake is locked in this merry-go-round of lies, a reality show fantasy that keeps everyone dizzy and distracted. She wants her supporters angry, wants them outraged, wants them to buy into the notion that she's their hero in some imaginary war against the establishment. But it's all an act. And the cost? Arizona's future. Arizona deserves better than a leader who's playing dress-up in Trump's hand-me-down grievances. So here's the final choice. Are you in for another season of Kari Lake, the diva strikes back, where drama takes precedence? Or are you going to choose someone who's ready to lead, ready to work, and ready to make Arizona a place for everyone? Kari Lake's selling a fantasy that'll keep Arizona spinning in chaos. Ruben Gallego's offering a future that's grounded, that's real, that's actually about Arizona and not some Trump fantasy world. Arizona, the power is in your hands. Make the choice that moves yourselves forward, not backwards. Choose the real over the reality show, the substance over the spectacle, the future over the fantasy. Choose Ruben Gallego and vote blue nationwide on November the 5th. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.